Smash 4 was a very fun and successful competitive game, but it's clear the developers are trying to make serious improvements with Smash Ultimate and trying to make it as competitively viable as possible. In this video, we'll go over some of the biggest changes that separate this game from its predecessor, and spoiler alert, ladder attacks did not make the cut. One of the biggest changes is the widespread reduction of landing lag on aerials, and it became apparent right away when Zero's Mario was spamming lagless back airs. Lower lag on aerials makes for safer and better shield pressure and potentially combos. For some characters, the difference is massive. I mean, Mango's Ganondorf is throwing out aerials left and right, and Ganondorf barely has any lag. Here he successfully frame traps Cloud with a landing forward air into jab. Smash 4 and Ganon lands with a fair, he takes a knee, presumably to protest how terrible he is. It's a similar situation with a lot of Smash 4's laggiest aerials on landing. Just look at Pit's neutral air. I mean, what is he doing? Lower landing lag makes the game feel more fluid and opens up way more offensive options. I can't wait. Speaking of offensive options, now every character can cancel their run into anything, including jabs, tilts, and smashes. This is a huge change, allowing characters to dash right into their best combo move instead of being restricted to a certain number of options. This will be a meta-defining mechanic for characters that don't have a good dash grab or dash attack. On average, characters run a lot faster in Smash Ultimate. That's a good thing, and combine that with improved dash dancing, and suddenly characters and players have a lot more options in neutral. While we're on the topic of mobility, there's a new directional air dodge, which allows wave landing, albeit slightly laggy. The new air dodge adds a new layer to frame trapping, but it can clearly still be done. It also makes offstage play more interesting, since directional air dodge has so much lag. Characters can no longer safely drift toward the stage while recovering with an air dodge. The best change, though, is the staling. If you abuse air dodges or rolls, they'll get weaker over time and slower. For a select group of characters in Smash 4, air dodging was just too good an option, even at high levels of play. Now there's a lot more risk to just spam the L or R button. That goes for rolls, too. Look at how slow Marth's roll becomes after just a few uses. It seems like the new Perfect Shield mechanics are meant to create greater risk but greater reward, allowing a powerful punish if the player times it right. We don't know enough about it to say what kind of gameplay changes it will create, but it's already a large departure from previous games. I like that it's more of a commitment than Perfect Shield in past titles. Perfect Shield is an integral part of Smash 4's meta, but it was just too risk-free, as a Perfect Shield could easily turn a safe move into a punishable one, without requiring any real commitment from the defensive player. Don't forget about Rage. It's back, but this time it actually starts at 120%, rather than working its way up from very low percents. That's definitely better than nothing. I noticed that moves send at much lower angles, creating more tech chase opportunities and follow-ups. This happens with some throws and most jabs. In previous games, jabs just don't work, and in Smash 4 they kinda just send them over there. Lower launch angles also means strong moves are more likely to kill, or put the opponent in an edgeguard situation. It appears that every character's jump squat animation is now standardized at 3 frames. This is a surprise buff for big, slow characters that have historically had slow jump squats, which also meant they had slower aerials and worse mobility for no good reason. I like that damage does more in 1v1 because that'll mean faster stocks, and hopefully we can do at least 3 stock this time around. I also like that Ridley has a move that does 59% damage. I don't see anything wrong with that. You can now disable stage hazards, which could allow a few more stages to become legal. Between those stages and stages returning from past games, this is going to be quite a stage list for competitive players, one of the best we've ever seen. Then there's Omega Battlefield stages, the fact that you now pick stages before characters. There's scores when you take a stock, and Nintendo's officially talking about techniques like short hopping and having pro players showcase their game in one-on-one no-item battles. It feels like the competitive scene has finally made it, that Nintendo and Sakurai have finally embraced it. Still, only time will tell if they fix the game's most glaring problem. Thanks for watching. It's been about 2 years since my last upload. I have to apologize for that, you know, life got in the way. Graduated college, got a job, got a pet tiger, you know, the usual stuff. So I will be doing Smash Ultimate videos for sure. So definitely let me know what kind of videos you want to see, and you know, just in general, what are you excited about with the new Smash game? I'd love to know.